What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Metro back with another video. And today something's gonna be a little different, man. I'm gonna talk about what's been going on with me past 6 years. And I wanted to talk about my time in the military. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, you know what I'm saying, all that good shit. You know? So, shit. So my time in the military, I can say, has been an experience. It's been something that I'll always look back on for the rest of my life, and I'll be like, hey, this is something that was a necessary, not necessarily evil, but necessary, sacrifice that I did. In my time in, I met a lot of good people. Like a lot of people that pushed me to what I know today, the morals that I set for myself and my motivations, you know what I'm saying, helped me become the man that I am, So when I was in the military, I started off and I was really unsure about how I was going to do it. I was initially thinking about the Marine Corps because my brother went to the Marine Corps. But then I was like, you know what? I don't want to go through all that mud, and literally the mud. I don't want to go through all that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to join the Navy. I passed the test and everything. I joined the Navy. So the night of, I had to stay at a hotel. And that whole night, I could barely rest. I maybe only got 1 hour. And we had to get shipped out to MEPS. And we got all our testing and everything done. And we ended up going on a bus to go to the airport until we can go to Chicago where, basic training is. So when I went there, I was very nervous. Like my heart was pounded through my chest. I didn't know what to expect. I just knew that this was the next step in my life and what I needed to become a man, So when I arrived in Chicago, bro, they made us crisscross applesauce in the airport. I'm like, bro, this is for real. Like, we in line in the airport in like 5 or 6 different lines, however many people was there. We was crisscross there until we had to wait for a bus, and we got there like late, like 9 or 8:30. It was late. When I got there, we was on the bus ride there, and I was just like nervous. My heart was pounding. So when I finally got there and I got on the bus, I thought we was just gonna go and we was gonna put our stuff down, and I thought we was just gonna relax. Hell no. As soon as we stepped off the bus, there was this dude in his uniform, and I was like, bro, what is he talking about? He was just yelling at everybody, get off the bus, get off the bus. He was raging. Oh, that's my neighbor. My fault. He was just raging, get the hell off the bus, get the fuck off the bus. He yelling at everybody. And everybody is just shocked. We don't know what to do, bruh. And we all had the double time. This is basically run. We had to run in the building, and we were standing in ranks. With the ranks is basically like us, like standing in line, like standing at attention. We was just so petrified. This man was yelling at us. We couldn't walk in the middle, walk on the flags. And we was just, it was just crazy. We got there, and he was like, you got 30 seconds. I think it was 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds to call your parents and whatever. You got to do it now. So I got my phone and I tried to call my mom. And she did not pick up. I was like, I am alone. And they said, do not say I love you. Do not say none of that stuff. Just call them, let them know you good, and then put it away. I didn't get a call. I didn't reach my mom. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just too scared right now. So we went in, we had our clothes on, and at one point he was like, roll your pant legs up to whatever. For some reason, I took my fucking shoes off. And this man comes down the line looking at me looked down at my shoes and looked down at me again. He's like, why the fuck is your bare nasty feet on the floor? Like, he's just yelling at me, bro. I am completely stunned. I don't know what to do, bro. I'm a deer in headlights. So after all of that shit is going through, they make us basically take all of our uniform, all of our civilian clothes off, put it in a package, and we was in front of each other. And we had to ship it home and everything, our phone and everything, right? After that, we ended up getting our haircuts by, and if anybody's in the Navy, y'all know her, the Dragon Lady. She has this crazy ass hair. It's all over the place, right? So we in this barbershop, and it's connected to the clippers are connected to a fucking vacuum. So you lean it back, she giving you the weird, the most fucked up haircut in existence. Like, there's shades of your old hair in there, and there's bald spots, everything. They don't give a fuck what you look like, and they just back against the grain. It just looked terrible, bro. You look like you got alopecia. Like, it's terrible. So, right, we doing this, and we all getting set up and everything. So much shit happened. I can't even recollect everything. And the first night, like, we didn't sleep. We had to work out all of this paperwork. They telling us the rules and stuff. We had to stay up for about like a good, like, almost 2 days. And if you went to sleep, they was yelling at you. You was getting what they call beat, which is push-ups and sit-ups and stuff, right? So that was the start of my boot camp. I'm not about to go through all of it because it's too much. All I could tell you is I got made fun of for boot camp. The one nickname that I got that pissed me off was people called me Green Mile. And I tell you what, I couldn't rage in boot camp, but I was just so mad at myself for looking like that. And people just enabling themselves to say it, But throughout all of this going on, I met some really good people there, and some people I still talk to this day. But while I was there, it was just an experience. Like, it was basic training is what it's called. We marching, we communicating, following orders, yes petty officer, no petty officer, all of that stuff. And until all the way till we got to graduation, it was like a dream come true. I'm not about to say everything because there's almost like an NDA, right? That you can't really talk about it, So after I got all of that, I finally got my visit from my family. I felt like I accomplished everything that I needed to at the time. I was happy until I was told what orders I was getting, right? There was a story about an old ship that there was a problem on the ship about a guy hiding in the engine room. If y'all know it, right? And I was told I was going to that ship. I was like, goodness gracious. And then I found out that it was in Japan, bro. I was like, Japan? Like, that just, it blew my mind. Like, I was overseas. Like, I am going overseas. I didn't know what to expect. I was scared. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? So, got my visit, and I visited home, and I was just talking to my mom, and she was like, you're gonna be fine, don't worry about it. This is just the next step in your life. You're a man now, whatever. So, I got to Japan, like a month later, and, bro, it was such a different experience. The people there were nice, but they were the nicest racist people you will ever meet, bro. If there was an establishment that didn't want you in, they'd be like, no Americans. Arigatou gozaimasu. So, all of that's happening. The first like 3 months there, I didn't really know what was going on. I'm on a ship, and I'm just like, I'm green, I'm new, I don't know what's going on. Everything, there's just wires coming out of the walls, and there's set times where we gotta sleep in this berthing where it's basically a coffin, bro. and my big ass barely fitting in this shit. You know? And while I'm there, I'm a little bit, lost, but at the same time I'm happy, simply because I'm in the home of anime. And if anybody knows by now, I love anime. So I'm venturing out. I'm going to this NDOT class, and I'm meeting really nice people there, cool people from my ship, and we end up going to Yokohama, downtown place in Japan, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the people there. I'm visiting their barracks rooms. I'm just talking to them, and then that's when, I don't know. Japan was a time. I spent 3 years there. Japan was a time where I can say it was the most experimenting I've done. It was the first place I've ever drunk. It was the first place for a lot of things, and that's where I started going on actual dates and meeting girls, because I didn't do all that stuff before the military. And then when my time came up, I'm not even finna say that part. All of this time, right? I'm meeting really nice people. That's when I got my passion for YouTube. I met my boy Abu and X. I was doing YouTube with them. I was really enjoying it. And I got in some trouble in Japan on my ship, and it set the tone for how I was going to continue on in the military in the future. So all of that time passes till 2020. And when I left Japan, I was kind of indifferent about it. I didn't really know what to think. I was just like, bro, I'm gone. I sort of needed to go because of how much shit I've been through, but at the same time, it was such a different experience that I didn't know how to really, put it in my mind that I'm really gone out of this place. So after 3 years of no leave or whatever, it took me it's not super hard to take leave, but for some reason whenever I went in for leave, I just never got it. And plus we were constantly underway. So much stuff was going on, and I don't know. But when I finally got back home, I surprised my mom. I was real happy. My mom was really happy, and spent about a month of leave. I had 80 days of leave, bro. But before all of that, I was stationed in San Diego, and I got quarantined there. I stayed in a place a holding unit, where where sailors and Marines or whatever stay there for their orders for their next ship. And I took leave then, and I visited my mom, whatever, for about a month. Went through some heartbreaking times through that time, bro. But the beginning of San Diego was really nice. I met some really cool people. A lot of people from there. They really, really wanted me to do a video like this. Initially, I was not finna do a video like this. I was like, hell no. But I just feel like now that I'm out the military, it was time for me to do that, So, me being in San Diego, I was kind of, lost, because in Japan, they kind of took care of you because you were away from town. You were away from home. You were thousands of miles away from home. And, you had nothing but your your friends, and that's it. That's really all you had. So they kind of took care of you in a sense, but it was still nerve-wracking since you weren't home. But in San Diego, it completely changed what I thought about the military before and what I experienced before. These people were completely different from overseas people. The work ethic is different. The environment of the, hierarchy for chain of command and stuff is completely different, And I'm over here, and I'm a seasoned, sailor, so I really know what to expect from these people. And people came to me for some advice and stuff, and I still talk to them to this day about whatever they need to do. But I enjoyed San Diego for the time that I did. I met a lot of other cool people there too. And then when I was in San Diego, I went to a whole bunch of countries. I went to Singapore, Thailand, the Philippines, not North Korea, South Korea, and what else did I go to? I went to Hawaii. I think I might be missing one, but all these places, South Korea was real nice. It was really, really nice. But once again, the nicest racist people you will ever meet. Thailand was and if anybody that's been to Thailand, if you ask them, if you look up videos about Thailand, it's all true. It's true. It's fun. It's true. But I don't know. Passport bros. That's all I gotta say about that. And the Philippines is just as crazy as Thailand. Hawaii, it wasn't what I expected, but it was nice at the same time. It was very expensive. I will tell you that. If anybody want to go to Hawaii, it's very expensive there. We was trying to find places and stuff, and places to eat and places to drink and places to do all this stuff. It was so taxing on your dollar, bro. So, and if you not going there with money, it's gonna be a problem. I'll tell you that right now. So anyway, we had this time throughout all of this time, right? And we finally got back, and it was just I was on my way out. Throughout this time, I was just hanging out with friends, chilling, and really letting them know, like, yeah, I'm about to be gone, bro. I'm not saying I'm the most popular person that was on my ship, but a lot of people, they held me in high regard in terms of like friendship and, knowledge about some stuff, So I was hanging out with my friends, and it just started closing in on me, like, bro, you're really about to get out after almost a decade of your life gone. Well, not gone, but away from your family, And when I finally got home, I felt like the heaviest weight just fell off of my shoulders. I felt so relieved. I was like, bro, I know what I need to do when I'm out of here. And I'm chilling. Like, I get to see my family. I get to see my mom after a while. My little brother, tall as hell. I see my little brother. He 13 and he 5, like 9 or 10. I'm like, where did this dude come from? I'm seeing my sister, everybody, And I don't know. To wrap it all up, bro, it was an experience. So, and if you do decide to join the military, I would recommend for you to keep your mind open and your mouth shut. I say that in the sense of you need to follow orders. You need to sit there, and if they tell you to stand at attention, stand at attention. And if they tell you to do something, you need to do it within reason, obviously. Arguing ain't gonna get you nowhere. It's not gonna make the situation better. You're just gonna look worse, because usually they're gonna be higher ranked than you. So do what you're told and find your own profession. Make purpose of what you're doing. Keep purpose in your life when you're in the military. Don't try to just don't be one-track minded only in the military. And if you want to have that as your career, then go ahead. But if you have any other ambitions, make sure you make time for that, or else you're just going to be stuck in a loop of you going to work, going to sleep, going to work, going to sleep, drinking, going to work. Like, it's just all it is. So I recommend for people to stay the course, be yourself when you're in there, because you're going to meet so many different demographics of people, and so many like races and stuff, you're gonna find yourself with a diverse ass friend group. And there's gonna be times that you hate it. I'm just telling you from my experience. So, this was a little different. I had to keep it a little short within within the time, you know. I didn't want to go all long-winded with this, so I could have went into so much more detail, but I just wanted to say it. So, and if y'all enjoyed this video, and if this helped y'all in any way, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, so whenever I drop, y'all know first. All of that good shit. There's gonna be so much more content coming out. My TikTok, I'm trying to build that thing, and if anybody want, my TikTok is right here. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing YouTube shorts and stuff. So I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna end it for y'all. Okay? I'm gonna stop talking. I love y'all. Keep God in your life. Peace.